Right, we are making Horace Pippin inspired interior space drawings. You are going to choose a room to draw. It can be any room you want. It can be your real room, or you can make one up. That is your ideal or dream room or dream kitchen, or heck, dream bathroom if you want. We're going to start by drawing a horizon line that will represent where the wall meets the floor. It's best to have your paper turned horizontally here. And like I said, we're going to draw a horizon line where the floor meets the wall. I'm going to measure just to make sure it's straight. You can eyeball it, but I'm measuring 4 inches up from the bottom of my paper. So I drew 2 dots towards the side, and I'm going to connect it with a straight line. So if you have a ruler, use it. Then we will start adding the larger items and furniture to the room. Don't worry about smaller details yet. Things like what's on the table or on the floor, other little details. Don't worry about that yet. I'm going to do my living room because it's one of the cozier places in my house that I spend a lot of time in. So I'm going to draw my front door, and I'm going to use my ruler for that, but you can just freehand it. So those should be 2 parallel vertical lines if you want to do a door or even a window. And I'm just going to sketch out some details on there. So whatever you do, draw lightly in case you make a mistake so you can erase it. When I say draw lightly, I mean don't push hard. Okay, keep your pressure of your pencil on the paper really light and loose. Don't worry if lines aren't quite straight right now. You can straighten them out later when we start adding more details, if that's your thing. You can also just keep them wobbly. All right, so now I'm going to add some windows, and I'm going to add my couch and a coffee table, and I'm going to speed that process up. So I'm going to sketch out my windows, put a few rough lines on there for some blinds. I have a picture of like a print of Philadelphia, a map sort of thing on my wall. I'm going to just roughly sketch that out, but not putting any details in. Throw my little plant in there just because, put the corner of the wall in. You don't have to have the corner though. And now I'm drawing my couch. So here's where overlapping is going to happen when one thing is on top of another. So I've had to overlap my couch and on top of my horizon line. So then I had to erase my horizon line, slow the video down just a little bit for you here so I could talk about that more. But overlapping the pillows, throwing a little cat on top of the pillow there. Not a lot of detail, just a rough shape because that's where my cat pretty much stays all the time. And now I'm going to draw the coffee table, which is going to be overlapping the couch. So I erase any part of the couch that my coffee table is overlapping. Again, one thing on top of the other. And it's not that it's literally on top of it, it's just that from the area you might be standing looking at, it's overlapping. All right, so that's good for today. We don't need all the tiny details like I said. Be sure to have this drawing for next class and your pencil and eraser and potentially something to color with because you might get that far.